Welcome to the nominations event for the 39th Memphis Ostrander Awards. We are so excited to announce our nominees tonight after an exciting 2022-2023 theater season. This past year was our first year with our new divisions, which allowed us to welcome 5 new organizations to the Ostranders and the return of 1. Information about the 2 divisions can be found on our website at memphisostranders.com. However, the biggest distinction is whether the theater company has a full-time artistic or technical staff. Those companies without a full-time staff and educational institutions are categorized as Division 2, unless they choose to submit their entire season to Division 1. The participating theater companies this year were Casa Teatro Bilingual Theater Group, Circuit Playhouse, Duke's Eye Productions, Germantown Community Theater, Herald Theater, Hattie Lou Theater, Like Bamboo Productions, New Moon Theater, Playhouse on the Square, Cork Theater, Rhodes Theater Guild, Theater Memphis, Theater Works at the Square, Three Diamonds Productions, the University of Memphis. In all, we adjudicated 57 productions this past season. We couldn't be happier for theater to be back. Now, enough of the intro, on to the nominations. The nominees for props in Division 2: Emily Matusik, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild; Mary Thomas Hattier, Elf, the Musical, Herald Theater; Summer Gallagher, Aloha, Say the Pretty Girls, the University of Memphis; Summer Gallagher, Sense and Sensibility, the University of Memphis. The nominees for props, Division 1 for a play: Gabrielle Gabby D'Arcangelo Calvert for Clyde's, Circuit Playhouse; Marcus Brown, Wit, Germantown Community Theater; Jack Netzel Yates, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis; Lori Bowler, Misery, New Moon Theater. The nominee for props in a Division 1 musical: Jack Netzel Yates, Guys and Dolls, Theater Memphis; Jack Netzel Yates, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis; Kaylin Nichols, Something Rotten, Playhouse on the Square; Melissa Andrews, Evil Dead the Musical, New Moon Theater; Natalie Ervolino, Sistas the Musical, Hattie Lou Theater. The nominees for scenic design in Division 2: Brian Rugeber, Aloha, Say the Pretty Girls, the University of Memphis; Brian Rugeber, Sense and Sensibility, the University of Memphis; Chad Rhodes, Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions; Natalie Ervolino, The Rocky Horror Show, the University of Memphis; Justin Asher and Richard Logston, Titanic the Musical, Herald Theater. The nominees for scenic design for a play in Division 1: Chris Sterling, Misery, New Moon Theater; Ekendayu Bandalay, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theater; Jack Netzel Yates, Sherlock's Last Case, Theater Memphis; Jack Netzel Yates, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis; Lex von Blumenstein, Clyde's, Circuit Playhouse. The nominees for scenic design in a musical in Division 1: David Galloway, Evil Dead the Musical, New Moon Theater; Jack Netzel Yates, Guys and Dolls, Theater Memphis; Jack Netzel Yates, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis; Marcus Brown, I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, Germantown Community Theater; Philip Ewan, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for lighting design in Division 2: Anthony Palecchia, Aloha, Say the Pretty Girls, the University of Memphis; Becky Casperson and Olivia Casperson, Titanic the Musical, Herald Theater; Chris Hanian, Sense and Sensibility, the University of Memphis; Chris Hanian, Starting Here, Starting Now, the University of Memphis; Melissa Andrews, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. The nominees for lighting design in a play, Division 1: Louisa Keppel, Misery, New Moon Theater; Nicole Northington, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theater Memphis; Nicole Northington, Sherlock's Last Case, Theatre Memphis. Philip Hewen, Passover, Circuit Playhouse. Sherrick Hull, Clyde's, Circuit Playhouse. The nominees for Lighting Design in a Musical in Division 1: J.D. Hopper, Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Matt Webb, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Nicole Northington, Guys and Dolls, Theatre Memphis. Nicole Northington, The Sondheim Tribute Review, Theatre Memphis. Trey Eichelberry, Jersey Boys, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for Sound Design in Division 2: Carl Casperson, Live Rich, Die Poor, Like Bamboo Productions. Eric Sefton, Wakey Wakey, Quark Theatre. Caitlin Starnes, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theatre Guild. Mike O'Neill, Aloha, Say the Pretty Girls, the University of Memphis. The nominees for Sound Design for a Play in Division 1: Gene Elliott, Misery, New Moon Theatre. Joe Johnson, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theatre Memphis. Joe Johnson, Sherlock's Last Case, Theatre Memphis. Joe Johnson, Small Mouth Sounds, New Moon Theatre. Josh Crawford, Passover, Circuit Playhouse. The nominees for Sound Design in a Division 1 Musical: Jason Ashofin, Guys and Dolls, Theatre Memphis. Jason Ashofin, Mary Poppins, Theatre Memphis. Jason Ashofin, The Sondheim Tribute Review, Theatre Memphis. Joshua Crawford, Jersey Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Joshua Crawford, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for Hair, Wig, and Makeup Design in Division 1: Amy Oath, The Sondheim Tribute Review, Theatre Memphis. Betty Hart and Rance Phillips, Mary Poppins, Theatre Memphis. Betty Hart, Kelly McDaniel, and Rance Phillips, Guys and Dolls, Theatre Memphis. Ellen Ring, Arsenic and Old Lace, Theatre Memphis. Kathleen Kavarg, Sherlock's Last Case, Theatre Memphis. The nominees for Costume Design in Division 2: Anne Perry Wallace, Live Rich, Die Poor, Like Bamboo Productions. Cole Hudson, Starting Here, Starting Now, the University of Memphis. Heather Duzanne, The Rocky Horror Show, the University of Memphis. Lucia Hall, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theatre Guild. Newman Jones, Sense and Sensibility, the University of Memphis. The nominees for Costume Design for a Play in Division 1 are Amy Oath, Arsenic and Old Lace, Theatre Memphis. Amy Oath, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theatre Memphis. Marcina Sellers, Schoolgirls, or The African Mean Girls Play, Hattie Lou Theatre. Rakitha Morris, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theatre. Waverly Strickland, Passover, Circuit Playhouse. The nominees for Costume Design for a Musical in Division 1: Amy Oath, Guys and Dolls, Theatre Memphis. Amy Oath, Mary Poppins, Theatre Memphis. Amy Oath, The Sondheim Tribute Review, Theatre Memphis. Lindsay Schmeling, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Lindsay Schmeling, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for Music Direction in a Musical for Division 2: Matthew Morrison, Elf, the Musical, Harrell Theatre. Nathan Thomas, Starting Here, Starting Now, the University of Memphis. Nathan Thomas, The Rocky Horror Show, the University of Memphis. Tammy Holt, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theatre. The nominees for Music Direction in Division 1 Musicals: Dustin Papin, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Gary Beard, The Sondheim Tribute Review, Theatre Memphis. Jeffrey Brewer, Guys and Dolls, Theatre Memphis. Jeffrey Brewer, Mary Poppins, Theatre Memphis. Tamitha Holt, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for Choreography in a Play in Division 1: Courtney Oliver, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. Emma Crystal, Shaking the Mess Out of Misery, Hattie Lou Theater. Six Carolino, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. The nominees for choreography in a musical in Division I: Christy Hall, Guys and Dolls, Theater Memphis. Courtney Oliver, Jersey Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Daniel Stewart Nelson, Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Emma Crystal, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Jordan Nichols and Travis Bradley, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Featured Performer in Division II. There's only one nominee. The nominees for Featured Performer in a Play in Division I: Art Oden and Lindsay Roberts, Much Ado About Nothing, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. Cameron Massengale, Shanktown, Pots at the Works. Caroline Simpson, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. Hugh Rapp, Arsenic and Old Lace, Theater Memphis. Jacqueline Suffel, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Featured Performer in a Musical in Division I: Courtney Sage, I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, Germantown Community Theater. Dorian Davis, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Carl Robinson, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Marvin Holt, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Tracy Thomas, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Supporting Actor in a Play in Division II: Brian Kenton, Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions. Jeremiah McDonald, Sense and Sensibility, The University of Memphis. Leland Oldham, Sense and Sensibility, The University of Memphis. Marvin Holt, Sense and Sensibility, The University of Memphis. Prince DJ, Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions. The nominees for Supporting Actress in a Play in Division II: Sharice Mackey, Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions. Epiphany Aiken, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. Lauren Matthews, Sense and Sensibility, The University of Memphis. Madeline Mobbs, Sense and Sensibility, The University of Memphis. Nolita Polymer, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. The nominees for Supporting Actor in a Play in Division I: Bruce Huffman, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. Christopher Tracy, Macbeth, Theater Memphis. Gabriel Kestrel, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. Jesse Dunlap, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theater. J.S. Tate, Clyde's, Circuit Playhouse. The nominees for a Supporting Actress in a Play in Division I: Amy Rush, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. Annie Freres, Pride and Prejudice, Germantown Community Theater. Hiawatha Jackson, Immediate Family, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. Danita Johnson, Schoolgirls, or The African Mean Girls Play, Hattie Lou Theater. Jessica J. Johnson, Clyde's, Circuit Playhouse. The nominees for Supporting Actor in a Musical in Division II: Aidan Saunders, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Caleb Bryant, Elf, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Jacob Moeller, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Kent Fleshman, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Will Draper, The Rocky Horror Show, The University of Memphis. The nominees for Supporting Actress in a Division II Musical: Amy P. Neighbors, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Ashley Williams, Elf, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Axel Langford, The Rocky Horror Show, The University of Memphis. Eliana Mabe, Once Upon a Mattress, Rhodes Theater Guild. Nicole Pritchard, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. The nominees for Supporting Actor in a Division I Musical: Daniel Stewart Nelson, Jersey Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Jimbo Latimer, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. John Manis, Something Rotten, Playhouse on the Square. Nathan McHenry, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Stephen Garrett, I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, Germantown Community Theater. The nominees for Supporting Actress in a Musical in Division I: Brooke Papritz, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Caroline Simpson, The Wizard of Oz, Playhouse on the Square. Haley Wilson, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Lyndon Lewis, Something Rotten, Playhouse on the Square. Rebecca Johnson, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for Leading Actor in a Play in Division II: Adam Remsen, Wakey Wakey, Cork Theater. Christopher Tracy, Lungs, Cork Theater. J.S. Tate, Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions. Marcus Brown, What Happens to Hope at the End of the Evening, Cork Theater. Nathan Cruz, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. The nominees for Leading Actress in a Play in Division II: Anne Perry Wallace, Live Rich, Die Poor, Like Bamboo Productions. Bianca McMillan, Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions. Eileen Kuo, Lungs, Cork Theater. Emily Seatvet, Sense and Sensibility, The University of Memphis. Catherine Dressel, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. The nominees for Leading Actor in a Play in Division I: Cleavon Mabon IV and Mark Gill, Passover, Circuit Playhouse. Christian Nieves, Clydes, Circuit Playhouse. Kellen Elkers, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theater. Kevin Maffett, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. Paul P.A. Arnett, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theater. The nominees for Leading Actress in a Play, Division I: Alice Rainey Berry, Wit, Germantown Community Theater. Courtney Noisette, Clydes, Circuit Playhouse. Courtney Oliver, Whose Holiday, Circuit Playhouse. Kim Justice, Misery, New Moon Theater. Natalie Jones, Macbeth, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Leading Actor in a Division II Musical: Garrett Whitworth, Starting Here, Starting Now, The University of Memphis. Jacob Greer, Once Upon a Mattress, Rhodes Theater Guild. Jonathan Lee, The Rocky Horror Show, The University of Memphis. Marvin Holt, The Rocky Horror Show, The University of Memphis. Nick Luter, Elf, The Musical, Harrell Theater. The nominees for Leading Actress in a Musical in Division II: Axel Langford, Starting Here, Starting Now, The University of Memphis. Campbell Williams, Elf, The Musical, Harrell Theater. Christina Hernandez, I Love You Because, Duke's Eye Productions. Jasmine Gillen Waters, The Rocky Horror Show, The University of Memphis. Maggie Emmendorfer, Once Upon a Mattress, Rhodes Theater Guild. The nominees for Leading Actor in a Musical in Division I: Bruce Huffman, Evil Dead the Musical, New Moon Theater. Christian Nieves, Something Rotten, Playhouse on the Square. John Brenton Strauss, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Justin Raynard Hicks, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Russell Lehman, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Leading Actress in a Division I Musical: Cassie Thompson, Evil Dead the Musical, New Moon Theater. Katie Cotton, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Lyndon Lewis, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis. Nicole Pritchard, Guys and Dolls, Theater Memphis. Patsy Detroit, The Wizard of Oz, Playhouse on the Square. Don't miss the highlight of the evening as we honor the 2023 Ugart Yarian Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Miss Ruby O'Gray. The nominees for Outstanding Ensemble in Division II: Sense and Sensibility, the University of Memphis. Starting Here, Starting Now, the University of Memphis. Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Triangle, Three Diamonds Productions. Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. The nominees for Ensemble in a Play in Division I are Clyde's Circuit Playhouse, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theater, Schoolgirls, or the African Mean Girls Play, Hattie Lou Theater, Small Mouth Sounds, New Moon Theater, and The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Outstanding Ensemble in a Musical in Division I: Five Guys Named Mo, Hattie Lou Theater, I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, Germantown Community Theater, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis, Sondheim Tribute Review, Theater Memphis, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. The nominees for Best Original Script: If Pecan is a Duck, Why Am I in Chicago? Written by Anne E. Eskridge, produced by TheaterWorks at the Square. Live Rich, Die Poor, written by Anne Perry Wallace, produced by Like Bamboo Productions. One Man's Christmas Carol, written by Marcus Brown, produced by Germantown Community Theater. So, You Are Dating a Latino, Now What? Written by Cesar Montalongo, produced by Casa Teatro Bilingual Theater Group. You'll Grow Into It, a collection of short plays, written by Eliana Mabe, produced by Rhodes Theater Guild. Nominees for Excellence in Direction in Division II: Holly L. Durr, Sense and Sensibility, the University of Memphis. Julia Henson, Wire in the Garden, Rhodes Theater Guild. Justin Asher, Titanic, the Musical, Harrell Theater. Tony Isbell, Lungs, Quark Theater. Tony Isbell, Wakey Wakey, Quark Theater. The nominees for Outstanding Direction of a Play in Division I: Anne-Marie Hall, The Play That Goes Wrong, Theater Memphis. Claire D. Coleham, Clyde's Circuit Playhouse. Gary Yates, Master Harold and the Boys, Hattie Lou Theater. John Manis, Arsenic and Old Lace, Theater Memphis. Thomas L. King, Immediate Family, Next Stage, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Outstanding Direction of a Musical in Division I: Dave Landis, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Playhouse on the Square. Jacqueline Suffel, I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, Germantown Community Theater. Jared Johnson, The Scottsboro Boys, Playhouse on the Square. Jordan Nichols and Travis Bradley, Mary Poppins, Theater Memphis. Whitney Brannon, Sondheim Tribute Review, Theater Memphis. The nominees for Outstanding Overall Production in Division II: Elf, the Musical, presented by Harrell Theater, Chris Luter, Director, A.K. Llewellyn, Stage Manager. Lungs, presented by Quark Theater, Tony Isbell, Director, Leslie Lee, Stage Manager. Sense and Sensibility, presented by the University of Memphis, Holly L. Durr, Director, Luke Dabney, Stage Manager. Titanic, the Musical, presented by Harrell Theater, Justin Asher, Director, Taylor Daniels, Stage Manager. Wakey Wakey, presented by Quark Theater, Tony Isbell, Director, Christy Wong, Stage Manager. The nominees for Outstanding Overall Production for a Play in Division I: Clydes, presented by Circuit Playhouse, Claire D. Colhelm, Director, Emma White, Stage Manager. Master Harold and the Boys, presented by Hattie Lou Theater, Gary Yates, Director, Sharonda Johnson, Stage Manager. Misery, presented by New Moon Theater, Justin Asher, Director, Misty Watson, Stage Manager. Passover, presented by Circuit Playhouse, Jared Johnson, Director, Sydney Trice, Stage Manager. The Play That Goes Wrong, presented by Theater Memphis, Anne-Marie Hall, Director, Elizabeth Perkins, Stage Manager. Hey, I know her. The nominees for Outstanding Overall Production for a Division I Musical: I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, Germantown Community Theater, Jacqueline Suffel, Director, Meredith Cerna, Stage Manager. Mary Poppins, presented by Theater Memphis, Jordan Nichols and Travis Bradley, Directors, Chelsea Robinson, Stage Manager. Natasha Pierre in the Great Comet of 1812, presented by Playhouse on the Square, Dave Landis, Director, Tessa Werner, Stage Manager. The Sondheim Tribute Review, presented by Theater Memphis, Whitney Brannon, Director, Taylor Daniels, Stage Manager. The Scottsboro Boys, presented by Playhouse on the Square, Jared Johnson, Director, Tessa Werner, Stage Manager. Congratulations to everyone who participated in any part of the 2022-2023 theater season. If you were nominated tonight, please send a headshot to memphisostranders@gmail.com. Each theater has a point of contact for those nominated for leading roles and for Best Production, as we would love for you to perform at the Ostrander ceremony on Sunday, August 27th. We'll have more information on our website soon, along with the names of the individuals you can contact at your theater. If we spelled your name wrong or if I pronounced it incorrectly, please let me know. It was an honest mistake and I would love to correct it. Again, congratulations. Tickets for the event will go on sale at the end of this month, and we can't wait to celebrate with you on August 27th at the Holleran Center.